Oscar, you confused. Yeah, Daddy just running around like crazy, I know. Yeah, you scared, yeah. I know, Schatz. Oscar, did you have a long day too? While I was at work? Your little crooked mouth. I love it. Yeah, you had a long day too while I was working. I know. You were all by yourself all day. I know. You're such a good boy, Oscar. You had a rough day. I know. I know you had a rough day. That's why I gave you your toy. So you can play a little bit. You want to play a little? Yeah? You're a good boy, Shetty. You're so sweet. You always brighten up my day when I get home from work. Yeah? You always do. I know, just coming home makes me happy. Yeah? And other people are happy to see you too on the live stream and on your little shorts and videos. Yeah? They always tell me that. Yeah. Including on. Do. Yes. Oscar had a long and rough day. I was working from 7. Yeah, 7 in the morning till 7 in the evening. So you were by yourself a lot. And you know, I'm sorry, Schatzi. It happens. That's life. That's life. That's what people say. I don't even know the lyrics. Yeah. You wanna go outside, Schatzi? Do we gotta go right now? Or you wanna play? You wanna play a little bit? Yeah? Want me to play with you? Wait. Jew. You being silly? You being silly, huh? Yeah? You're Jew, huh? Oh, sweetie. You cutie. Wait. Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Do. I know. Tomorrow we're gonna go on a long walk, okay? Enjoy the nice weather before it goes. Before the storms come in on Friday. It's supposed to be really stormy. Friday is supposed to be tornado weather up here in Tennessee, so we'll try to enjoy the weather as long as it lasts. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be beautiful, Oscar. Yeah, beautiful day. It's a nice weather outside. Yeah. I'm not excited for the tornado weather. It's gonna be scary. You're gonna get scary again. Yeah, I know. Bonsoir. Merci. Ça va? Yeah, no, do. Hey, no bark, Shats. No bark. I know you like to play, but it's a little loud, huh? We get neighbors, okay? I know we get neighbors. It sucks, I know. Who needs neighbors? I know. Yankee. Have you ever heard a dog making sounds like that? Yeah, you make silly sounds. You make silly sounds. Yeah. Do. He just got back from a walk like probably 40 minutes ago. So he's just, that's his usual self. Welcome to a life with Oscar. Oh no, the squeaking begins. He is, we don't know. I found him 3 years ago on the street. Someone dropped him off on the highway. And I couldn't tell you exactly. I would say he's probably 12 years old. 11, 12 years, 13 years maybe. Definitely on the older side. Yeah. His teeth are already bad. We had a surgery. He had a surgery to remove some teeth because they were in such a bad shape when we found him. He had cancer in his testicles, so we had those removed. So he went through a lot since we got him in his old days, right? Yeah, but now you're healthy and tough. Yeah, you're tough. Yeah, you're a good boy. Where did he? His name is Oscar. And where did he come from? Oh, dude, no. So it's okay. He gets his evening cranky mood. So yeah, he's an old grumpy man. Everyone's screaming in his house. Why is everyone screaming in his house? He's so silly. So his name is Oscar, if you can hear me. And I found him on the highway. Someone dropped him off on the highway. And he was running around the car, between the cars on the middle lane. But yeah, it is very loud in the evenings in this house because this is when he goes crazy. Like all day he sleeps when I'm at work, but as soon as I come home, yeah, he's like all excited and wants to play and cuddle, which I get. I know, I've been gone all day. Yeah, I know, chat. I know, terrible. I know. We went for a hike yesterday. We're gonna go hiking on the weekend again. But yeah, today was a long day for me. I was working both of my jobs, so I was out of the house for a while. I know. I'm sorry. Let me read. In America or in Germany? I'm in America. I live in America, but I am German. You can probably hear it from my accent. So sad and lucky you saved him. It is sad. Yeah, I cannot believe how anyone would drop you off on a highway. Right. Yeah, those were very mean parents that you had before. I know. I love when he throws his toys and then he can't find them anymore because he's not blind, but he's definitely getting there because of his age. He has some cataracts, so he throws his stuff away with it. Like he always like throws it with his head, and then he's like, "Where did I put it? Are you confused? There, goofball. Not my arm. This." But yeah, I live in America for a few years now, and yes, he found me, I would say. I have known your channel for a few months now. Okay, nice. Sorry if I don't remember your name. If you've been here before, my name memory is just not very good, but I'm trying my best. Is he blind? He's probably close to being blind. He can see if he wants to see, if that makes sense. So if I have snacks, he will see that. But if yeah, he can see some things. It depends on the time of the day, his mood, the lighting, a lot of factors. So, do you miss Germany? I do miss Germany. My family most of all, and the bread and the prices of the food and just bakeries everywhere, just the cafe lifestyle. You know, just walking around, going to cafes and reading my books there and just having everything walkable and not needing a car is actually really nice in Germany. So those are the things I miss the most. So do you live in Germany? Answer the bell. And in Banabil Clement, is that your name, Clement? Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. My dog will turn 13 years old on November 26th. Oh, nice. Upcoming birthday for your dog. I wish I could congratulate you already or your dog, but in Germany, it brings bad luck if you do that early. If you're German, you will know. So I won't do it, but hopefully I will remember on the 26th. But yeah, that's awesome. 13 years old. That's a good age for a dog. I think this little guy is I think this little guy will turn 13 this year too. Or next year, but he's definitely there. Right? You think you're 13? Does it sound right to you? You don't know? Yeah, you're not good with numbers. I know. Me neither. Um, Probably this is my second account. My name is Clement, and I'm Italian. Oh, I remember you. Yeah, Clement from Italy. My European friend over here. Nice. Yeah, I remember that. What is his age? Probably also like 11, 12, eventually 13, but I hope not. I hope he's still, 11, 10. Sometimes I'm hopeful that he's still 10 because I just don't know. But probably closer to, um, yeah, I would say 12. That's my guess. Hi, Ward. Hi, Cookie. Hi, Ricky. I have also adopted a dog and is currently 2 years old. Yorkshire Terrier. Yorkshire Terrier. How cute. 2 years old. Oh, that must be so sweet. Little baby full of energy. Little bundle of energy, I bet. He is sometimes. He's still a bundle of energy. He's actually really, really fast when we go hiking, and he can hike. Like I'm telling you, he can hike. We went off-grid camping. I posted a vlog of that here in the channel. If you want to see more of Oscar, I do a lot of vlogs where Oscar is part of too. And we went off-grid camping and we went hiking for 8 or 9 miles, and he walked half of this hiking trail. It was a really hard one. It was like in the middle of the forest, like no path or anything, and he did amazing. So, and 2 years ago, we went to the Colorado mountains, or to the mountains in Colorado, not the Colorado mountains. It was called the Cheyenne Mountains, but yeah, he was hiking in the mountains, so he has a lot of energy. Hi, Rap. How are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. My dog is a mix. The mom was a pit bull. The father was a Rottweiler. Oh, wow. Pit bull and Rottweiler. I brought him from Italy in the States. Nice. Oh, you brought him from Italy into the States. Nice, nice. That's cool. And yeah, mixes, they're supposed to have less health issues than pure breed dogs. And so people are always like, so obsessed with like purebred dogs and going to a breeder and getting those special dogs and colors and whatnot. But first of all, I don't really I would never really support the breeder industry. I think it's actually pretty terrible. But I mean, of course, there's good people between them or among them too. It's just you hear stories, and yeah, I just love when people adopt dogs because there's just so many of them out there, right, that need a home. Your shots. You're gonna fall off the bed, by the way, if you keep walking backwards, Shotzi. You wanna have a blanket over your head? Yeah. Now you drop that. Now you drop that, Shots. Tori's gone. I have so many animals on me. So my cat is sitting on my back right now. My dog is trying to jump off the bed. My other cat is just slouching off at the other corner. So he's listening to everything you're saying. Maybe. Probably. But yeah, that's awesome that you have your dog from Italy. That's great. And I just saw a pit bull Rottweiler mix on Halloween when we went to our friends to do the trick and treating. And it was the first time I ever saw a mix like that, and I thought it looked so cute. A dog got stabbed. What? That's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear. That's crazy. Wow. I'm gonna put some blanket over my. Oh, Oscar. Hey, Schatz.
What's up?
Can you put Oscar on the ground? He's freaking out. He wants his toy or whatnot, drink, or there's always something that this little dog wants, that's for sure. I got my little cat over here. She loves sitting there. Oh, sorry, y'all. I turned off the mic. True about the health issues. Nice. Okay, so I'm not the only person that heard about that. I mean, obviously, it's not like a secret or anything like that. I guess. My birthday, my mom got me an old book. See, it say it German so I can learn the language. Oh, nice, cool. Where are you from, Rap Doomer? If you don't mind me asking. So you're trying to learn German? That's neat. It is definitely a very hard language to learn, but you got this. Yay. That is sad. Yeah, that is very sad. That's absurd. Did you ever find out who it did? Like who did that to your dog? Like or was that just, did you just find him or her? Do you enjoy America? I actually do enjoy America a lot because my husband would disagree. I'm a very outdoorsy person, I would say. But I'm still used to the European outdoors, right? Like the not completely off the grid. Like I still have some phone signal eventually. I'm not like completely cut off from civilization kind of outdoors. But he loves going like, into the wild kind of camping and off-grid situations. So that always scares me a little bit. As a German, I'm still not very used to the vastness of the wilderness here and all the dangerous animals like snakes and bears and wolves and coyotes. And yeah, American wilderness is just not comparable to the German wilderness, I would say. But I love how big everything is here, how much nature, animals, as much as I'm scared of them to some degree, if I'm out there by myself, I love it. You're learning Spanish. How cool. That's good. I don't speak Spanish. I speak a few languages, but Spanish is not one of them. I wish, because that would make life much easier here in America because there's so many people speaking Spanish. But I never learned that. America, but I'm from German descent. Oh, cool, nice. So that's where the interest comes from, I guess. And maybe, since you have German descent, maybe you'll be a natural and you have it in your blood and you will pick it up instantly and be fluent in no time. Hi, Fanny. How are you doing, my friend? Susie says, or Moose, she has multiple names. I know, sorry. I give all my animals multiple names. They're like, they probably have like they don't even know who they are anymore. But yeah, she says hi too. Hey, Fräulein. Germany has gifted the world a lot of thinkers and philosophers. Hey, I'm not one of them. So yeah, that is true. I watched this Chinese professor. He's like a predictive history kind of person. And predictive history, did I say that again? Predictive society and predictive, like he predicts wars and things like that. And he's just very, very knowledgeable. And he works at the university that I went to in China. So I don't know how I came across that channel, but it's just amazing. But and he talked about that too, that Germany once was the country with the most talented thinkers and philosophers and just the smartest people in the world, so to say. I mean, it's hard to scale that, but yeah, I feel like that's going down the drain a little bit at the moment. So I wish we would have kept that up a little bit, but well, I don't know. Maybe, countries have their good times and bad times, but I mean, we also had our very bad times. Hopefully, there was our worst times that we already had, and they're not gonna come back, So we had the good and the bad already. So I hope from now on we're just gonna be somewhere in the middle and, kind of quiet. You're from Italy, nice. Hey, we got another person from Italy. How cool. Ciao, Jill. welcome, and welcome to everyone else that's new here, or if you have been here before, of course. Glad you're here, and yeah, this is for everyone that's new. This is this is my life in America as a German, so I'm trying to show my German friends how life in America is, or how it feels like to be German in America for everyone American, or if anyone wants to come here. So I do a lot of outdoorsy stuff like camping, have my animals, I cook for them in cooking live streams or human food. I love cooking, so that's one of my passions. And yeah, I always ask the community what they want to see, and I have a lot of Germany vlogs too when I travel back home into the Heimat. Speaks anyone here German? Hey, we got a German in the chat. I can see by the grammatical structure. Greece has gifted the world a lot of philosophers. Oh, for sure, yes, Greece. A lot of European countries. I think it's not just Germans. I think Germans are very good with poetry and yeah, but philosophers and thinkers, I think Greece is definitely up there. Any poison snakes in your state? Yes, Clement. There's actually a few poisonous snakes here in Tennessee. So we got the copperhead, we got the diamondback, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, any American here that knows better. We got the cottonmouth, that's also called the water moccasin, I think. That's what I'm always scared of when I go kayaking. I love kayaking here. It is so peaceful. I like to go really early in the morning. But it is just scary to think that there might be snakes swimming up into my kayak and just taking a little nap in my kayak, or just like trying to find something to relax. Sometimes they swim for a while and they just want to find a little like thing they can like chill on. So I'm hoping I'm not gonna be that place for them. But so far I haven't met one. I've seen one further away but not approaching me. So are you enjoying the time off? What is DST, Fanny? I'm not American enough to understand that. But I'm enjoying my time off. I just got off work. I've been working from 7 in the morning till 7 in the evening, and I'm just cooked right now. So I'm glad I'm back home. How was everyone else's day? What have you guys been doing? You gotta watch out for Florida. It's a very wild state. I've been to Florida, yes, and I loved it. So I went to Florida this year in March, and I went there to see manatees and sharks and alligators, of course. But guess what? I didn't see any. I didn't see sharks, manatees, alligators. I saw birds. So yeah, I saw a bald eagle, which was cool. But yeah, I saw a lot of birds, a potbelly pig, and I was staying on a rescue farm for rescue animals, camping, and yeah, there was no crazy animals that I saw, but we'll try again, and I'll go again next year and hope to see some cool animals, and I really would love to see a manatee. How does the job you do work? I have two jobs currently, or yeah, kind of two jobs. So one is for historic settlement where I work dressing up as a person living in the 1800s and in the 1800s, and it is like an interpreter job, like a guide for school groups, for field trips or visitors. Just representing like how people back then lived, and I just talk about the buildings and about the time period, and as one of my job. It has nothing to do with what I did in university, but life is unpredictable. You never know where you end up, and it's out in nature and it's beautiful. And the rural parts of Tennessee, it's in the countryside, and yeah, couldn't ask for anything better. Doing well. How are you? How's the king? And how's Mr. Rika? King Oscar, of course. I knew who you were referring to, funny. Oscar was just here earlier in the live stream. He was playing with his toy on the bed, but he hopped off the bed and he was over it. He is in the living room now and playing with his toy. Hey Sean, how you doing? What's up? What's up? How's everything going over there? Not Germany, Greece, the most philosophers, Plato, Socrates. Yes, true. Countries have bad and good times. See Italy, for example. Yeah, I think we all had our moments in history, didn't we? The good and the bad. So let's hope we brought the bad ones behind us and we'll look forward to the positive future. What's your favorite state and city in America? Sadly, Paul asked. I have not been to too many states or cities here in America yet, so I would not feel comfortable answering this question because I feel like I wouldn't give you like the right answer. I liked Colorado a lot. I love Colorado. I could move there instantly if I could. Because I love the mountains. I grew up next to the Swiss Alps in Germany. So I'm a mountain kind of girl, but I also love the ocean, and I feel like I lived so long in the mountains, or for so many years, that I would probably enjoy living at the ocean for a little bit, just to switch it up and to have best of both worlds. Because I love marine animals, and I want to be a marine biologist when I was going to university, but then switched to Chinese, so kind of different. But I just love the ocean too, but I also love the mountains, so it's hard. Maybe there's a state that has both. I'm sure there is, but they're usually very expensive states, like California or Washington, I think is also pretty expensive. Yeah, I'm not rich, unfortunately, so I have to stick with a state that is affordable, to say the least. And Tennessee is very affordable, not compared to other states. There's states that are much cheaper than Tennessee, but I would say Tennessee is right in the middle. And I do like Tennessee a lot. And Nashville is fun, talking about cities in America. I like Chicago a lot. I've never been to New York, believe it or not, but I would love to see it, of course, just because, everyone that's in America needs to see it at one point, I feel like. But one day, hopefully. But yeah, so far, I think I really liked Colorado, and Florida was great too. I tried the Shogatten chocolate. It's amazing. After having that, I was like, I know now why Ami tells Hershey's is crap. Yes. Y'all, I'm a chocoholic. I love chocolate. And I'm German, so I always say that Germans have the best chocolate. I know there's a lot of people that disagree. They say Swiss is better, Swiss chocolate, Belgium chocolate. But the German chocolate is pretty good. And if you have an Aldi or Aldi's, as Americans like to say, there's a bunch of German chocolates there. So if you ever want to try German chocolates without paying an absurd amount of money on Amazon or any platforms where you order them, I would try to find some there. Good beer the Germans make. They do, but unfortunately, I don't like beer. I feel like I'm a fake German. That's why they kicked me out of Germany and I'm here in America now. So, I never appreciated the German beer, I guess, because I just never really happened to like it. I don't know why, it's just the taste of it. It's not great to me personally, but I know a lot of Americans love German beer or around the world. But yeah, what is y'all's favorite American state or city? Is there any recommendations, any Americans, or if you travel to America, anything that I need to see, or that you recommend? And yeah, funny, I'm happy that you tried it. So glad that you liked it. And yes, you never, once you try German chocolate, you can never go back to Hershey's. So this is an anti-Hershey's advertisement, I guess. Um, but I have to say, Hershey's has a reason to be there. Making s'mores, I hope everyone knows what s'mores are. It's a very American thing. Like it's crackers and marshmallows and that you roast on the fire, on the bonfire, and then you put chocolate on it. And I feel like the Hershey's chocolate on a s'mores really slaps. Like, as much as I don't like Hershey's chocolate, on a s'mores, that's that's the good stuff right there. Like, I have to admit that. I like how Germany invented the hamburger and hot dogs. Wait, we invented the hot dogs? No way, really? Huh. I didn't know we can claim that for ourselves. Also, if you ever want to try a different style hot dogs, there's a store in Nashville that I went to, and they call it the not Chicago hot dog, the Seattle hot dog. So do you know the Seattle hot dog? So Chicago is like pickles, like relish, tomatoes, and onion right on top. And then the Seattle hot dog is cream cheese and caramelized onions on top. So good. Good and tasty. Daylight savings time. It is already, yes, I know. It's so late in the year already. Today we had the supermoon, by the way, and it was huge. Have you seen the supermoon where you are? Was it only in America? Did you see that everywhere? Or one thing, coming back to that question that someone asked, what I like about America, I have to add the moon. I know it sounds stupid, but the moon here in America, I've never seen the moon before I came to America, I feel like. Because in Germany, the moon is like itty bitty. It's like tiny, like you see it, but it's small. Here in America, I've seen the moon. Like, I've seen the crates and everything, and the little, I don't know what it's called. It's like this dot where the I don't know. It almost looks fake to me sometimes when I see it so big and up close when I zoom in with my camera. But yeah, the moon in America is just it's blowing you away if you're not used to that. From Florida. I'm from Indiana. Nice. Indiana over here. My husband is from Indiana too, so yeah, we went there a couple times, and it's nice. It's just like quite a drive up there, so we don't really go much. I won a card playing Amy's guessing game while traveling to Florida. Still have it on my fridge. Oh, yay! I'm so glad. Yeah, I try to do that more often in the future. So I was traveling to Florida with like a road trip, and I let the community guess where we're going, and I just gave a little hints here and there. And Funny was the first one to guess it, and the only one, I think. So, yep, he won the card, a little bit belated, but I'm glad you finally got it and that you enjoyed it. Hey, Jonathan. Yes, this little bundle of fur is a cat indeed. You guessed correctly. Cat over here, cat over there. Cats everywhere. Hier ist der weltbeste Marco vom Dach. Carlson, Carlson. Ich bin der beste Carlson. Carlson, Carlson. Der allerbeste Carlson. Ich glaube, so geht's, oder? Seit wann bist du in den USA? Grüße. Hi, Lion. Lions und Gnu. Nee, nicht Gnu. Ich dachte Lions und Gnu. Ich dachte, das würde Sinn machen. Ich bin seit 3 Jahren hier. I'm here in the USA since 3 years now. I saw that video made when you dressed up like that. Oh, really? The historic dress, yeah, that was for my work. I work in a historic settlement where I have to dress up as a 1800s person. You also like Ohio. Of course, yes, Ohio is one of the best states, I heard. It's like a running gag here. Yeah, I read that. Ohio sucks, Marco. Hey, Ohio also has its reason to be there for existence, okay? Ohio needs to be there so other states look better. Let identify what you need for a business to thrive and what it needs in your career to succeed and thrive and succeed. You have the best chance. Yep. Are you an immigrant? From where? Is it better than your original country? I guess I am an immigrant, yeah. I guess a person from a different country living in another country is called an immigrant, yeah. I just see myself as a person, but yeah, I never thought about it much. But I am an immigrant, yes, I guess. And I'm from Germany, but I live in the USA now, and it's a hard question to say if it's better than my original country. I wouldn't say it's better, but it's different. Cadbury chocolate. Yes, Cadbury chocolate is good too. I had some at the London airport when I flew home to Germany a couple of months ago. And that was the first time and it was really good. We should make a joint Q&A about Germany, America. We should, that'd be fun. I agree. The Redwood Forest in NorCal is a beautiful place. I heard Redwood. Yes, that's definitely on my list. I would love to. Hi, Donna. Cars and chocolates. Once you go German, you can't go back to America and probably beers too. Yes, I heard that. Once you go before. And for chocolate, it's definitely true when it comes to Germany. I remember at one, and bread. I remember at one point at Walmart was selling a chocolate bar produced from Milka. Yay, Milka. How cool. So, Clement, watch out for my vlog. It's gonna be a vlog where I go to a medieval castle and I will actually walk past the Milka factory because that was my original way to school with the castle in the background and walking past the chocolate factory, the Milka factory. And you could smell the chocolate in the air every morning on the way to school. And now that explains why I became a chocoholic, I guess. Just the exposure to it since I was little. But yeah, it is really good Milka chocolate. But expensive here in America. That's funny that you know it though. Milka is one of my favorite brands. So if you ever see a purple chocolate with purple cows on it, and yes, there's actually kids in Germany nowadays that think, because of the purple cow advertisement, they think that cows are purple. Isn't that crazy? But that's how influential the Milka chocolate is in Germany. Seebach in Germany. Really? I didn't know that. And chili dogs, yes, chili dogs are good. Chili is good in general. You're a werewolf? Okay, cool. We had a vampire here the other day, so maybe you guys can hang out at one point or be friends. Although, I don't know, are vampires and werewolves friends? Probably not, but you're both scary. My Korean workout. Oh, hi, my friend. Welcome. Roche. Ach, good old Roche. Roche is situated where I was born or lived my almost entire life. Right to Switzerland, Switzerland border. That's where I come from, close to the Swiss Alps. And it's where the Roche factory sits and the Roche towers I could see right from my window from my house. They're really, really cool. Nice architecture. They have a lot of money they put into that. Itty bitty, stop talking about me. Yes, Deutschland, Sergio. Hi, Josh. I never saw the stars before coming to the States, thanks to the fact that they don't have so much artificial light pollution contrary to Italy. Oh, good point. Yes, you can see the stars and the moon much better in the United States, just especially in the countryside or when you're like out in the wilderness, because in Germany or Italy, good luck finding any wilderness. Like you'll find beautiful nature in ancient towns or medieval places that are charming, but like wilderness and just untouched nature, yeah, that's not gonna happen in Europe. So, but yeah, hi Josh, welcome. New England is really beautiful. It is quite flat, but it has very beautiful and lush forests. It has a very English feel to it. Large cities, Boston, very nice. Coastal culture. I would love to see it. New England is also on my list, and I was actually considering going to Maine eventually, just check it out to see how it is, because I did couch surfing in Canada and Nova Scotia for a bit before I came to America, and I loved Nova Scotia, and I thought it was so beautiful, and the coastal culture and vibe that you just talked about was so yeah, I still think about it so fondly, and I'm like, it gives me that the feeling that you want to go back there. So yeah, I would love to check out New England for sure. Thanks for the tip. And Boston must be beautiful.
It went down. Yeah, right.
And
It went down the stairs and it carried its car with it.
I'm glad.
Sure.
Pop
What
Tarts.
were you saying, bud?
Pop Tarts. Oh, don't get me started on Pop Tarts. What? I'm sorry to all my American friends here, but I mean, you guys didn't invent the Pop Tarts. Just it's not it's not against you. It's just against the company that made the Pop Tarts. I just think it's so, ugh, it's disgusting. Like I remember someone gave me a Pop Tart when I got here, and they're like, "You're gonna love this. This is like one of the most American things for breakfast or as a snack." And I'm like, "Well, I'll give it a try." And as some of you know, I do some food reviews here on this channel too, just to try some weird German American things. But Pop Tarts, no way. That is just so sweet, and I don't understand it. I have one cat, but he eats enough for three. Yeah, Nick, I have one right here, and he eats enough for a whole village. So, this one right here.
My agriculture here.
He has a problem. Thank you, Willow. My cat likes you too. Whoever likes my cat, he will also like. In Germany, are most people bilingual in both standard German and the local dialects, like in Italy, or do only the elderly still speak the local dialects? Standard German. Yes, so I personally, for example, speak standard German, even though most of the people around me have a dialect where I come from, kind of like a Swiss German kind of dialect, similar to it. And I never enjoyed the sound of it. I never liked speaking it because it has a lot of sounds, like it's like hissing sounds. It sounds weird, but it's a lot of like hochigastli. That's how. So I give you an example. Küchen. So in Germany we say Küchenschrank, right? But a Swiss person would say hochigastli. So you probably hear the difference. It's so like in the back of the throat, and I just never enjoyed that sound, or yeah. So I never adapted it. But I would say there's still a lot of young people that would speak dialects, but I think it's definitely getting a little bit less. In my area, still a lot, but I think in the north or middle Germany, it's not as popular anymore. But there's still quite a few people that would speak a dialect. Is it different for you? Is the younger people in Italy, do they not speak dialect anymore? And to be honest, I never even knew that Italy had a lot of dialects. I thought there might be, like, yes, Milano might be different from, um, Napoli or something. Or so I knew that there would be differences from like the top part, like the south to the north, or. But is there a lot of dialects in Italy? I would love to learn about that. And I love Italy, by the way. It's one of my favorite countries in the world. Ich liebe Kitty Cats. Me too. I think my family came from Germany, but I'm American. Nice. At least my last name is German, I think. Yeah, I hear a lot of people here have German last names or German descent, and they always love to talk to me about it and ask me if their name means anything, like their last name. It's always funny or interesting to hear. At my work as the tour or the not tour guide, but the guide at the settlement or interpreter, I meet a lot of people, oftentimes with German background. Germany is lucky you guys have Rammstein. Yes, I know Rammstein is so popular here too. I'm very surprised about that because I don't know, you guys understand what they're saying, right? But I guess the music is just good. But it's not my cup of tea. I mean that Ohio Dick was called. Sorry, had to do it. Ludwig van Beethoven. Hi Zed. Good evening, Shuriken. The day went long. Long went the day. I'm falling off the bed. Gotta crawl up a little bit. Yeah, it was a long day. I've been working all day basically, so I'm kind of like smoked right now. But I'm enjoying the conversation and just getting my, mind off from work things. Or, yeah, really, really neat, nice conversations here. How about yourself? How was your day? Willy Wonka's. Yeah, I'm the Willy. Someone called me the Willy Wonka of bread because when I was in Germany and making videos or live streams from there, I was so obsessed with my bread and I kept showing the bread and the different pastries and bakeries, and everyone was like, well, not everyone, but the person was like, I feel like you're the German Willy Wonka of bread. And yes, European chocolate is definitely better than American chocolate. I can confidently say that for sure. We have cookies factory here. When wind blows, I feel strong smell. Oh, you have that too? Nice. How is that? That's cool. Yeah, I love the smell of chocolate or cookies when they're just freshly produced. It's just so nice. The Legends of Twilight series, vampires and werewolves don't get along well. You're right. Yes, we all know about that. You either gotta be Team Jacob or Team Edward, but you cannot be both. But everyone's team against Bella because Bella, like, let's be real, like Bella sucks in the show or in the movies. I'm doing well, busy.
No, not anymore.
Hi, Catrion or Duffy, I don't know, sorry. Ije by Jagger is one of my favorite albums. I never been never heard about him. Okay, got a screenshot that. I gotta see what that is. Hang in there, busy time of year and no mistake. Yes, it is busy. I feel like every day is just crammed with stuff, and I feel like every week is just planned out already. So it's just the end of the year where we need to do all the things that we need to finish or wanted to do, or our, projects and whatnot, and trying to see all family and friends and squeeze it all in. I don't even like Pop Tarts though, maybe strawberry or wildberry, but that's all. Nice. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Is it okay? Send me hearts for Pop Tarts. Yes, Pop Tarts. Woo, Pop Tarts. And send me like shocked face for ew Pop Tarts. You better immigrate to a different country. We don't need you here in the USA. Where should Pop Tarts go if they should immigrate to a different country? I feel like no, they shouldn't immigrate anywhere. I don't want anyone to have to deal with Pop Tarts. Okay, we get the Pop Tarts here. I do understand. Busy time indeed. We want to wrap up things before Thanksgiving, before Christmas. Yes, I feel like this whole last bit of the year is just nice. Anti Pop Tarts. Yeah, let's go. Let's start a campaign. No more Pop Tarts in the world. Let's get rid of them. And everyone that wants to eat Pop Tarts gotta make them themselves. And yes, the last bit of the year is just busy AF. Maine should be wonderful. I never been up there. Yes, Pop Tart hate. Woo. That's the only hate I accept on this channel. No hate on this channel except for Pop Tarts. I'm watching Welcome to Derry. At the moment, Maine must be beautiful in spring. Oh, I bet. I bet Maine is beautiful all around, but fall and spring, I probably assume they're the most beautiful seasons. And I heard that there's a lot of maple trees in the New England area, and they turn to very nice colors because they're very the colors are very prone to the temperatures at night, and then they turn like this crazy red and orange. That's what I heard. I don't like your cars, especially. I don't like Rusty. Stand with Oscar. Justice for Oscar. Oh no, we can't do that on this channel. Justice for Oscar. We'll get in trouble for that. But I know your team Oscar. Oscar will be happy about that. Rusty just jumped up in that moment where I read that. Funny. He is not amused. Do you want to read that yourself, that comment, Rusty? I know, outrageous, isn't it? Look how big he is. You obnoxious. I haven't watched it yet. How is it so far? And I haven't watched it either. Welcome to Derry. But I need a new show eventually. My Korean show is almost over. Tschüss, Marco. Bis dann. Und sag mir Bescheid wegen dem Livestream, den Question and Answer Livestream. I would love to eat an original German Krapfen. Krapfen? Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's you open the whole kennel. Kennel? No. Keg? That's what we say in German when you open like a topic or you start a topic. Krapfen are lecker. Yummy. Lecker means yummy. The bar close to my house in my hometown in Sicily was making them pretty good, but the original is the original. True. I love them. But so Krapfen is something you say in a specific part of Germany, and Germany all around has different names for the same thing. So the dialects come into play, or the regions. So for example, Krapfen is called Berliner where I'm from, so just like a Berliner, like a person from Berlin would be called a Krapfen would be called a person from Berlin. I don't know why. I have to look that up. But where I come from, I say Berliner if I want to buy a Krapfen. But then the Bavarians would say, no, it's called Krapfen. And where I went to university in Bavaria, they would always give me shit when I said, hey, I want to have a Berliner when I went to the bakery. And they're like, we don't have Berliners. I was like, I see it right there. I want a Berliner. And they're like, you mean Krapfen? Say it. I'm like, no, I want the Berliner. And they're like, you want to have a Krapfen? I was like, no, a Berliner. And just kept going. And one of us had to give in at one point, you know. But I would just never use the word Krapfen just out of principle because, you know, from where I come from, we're just all proud of the names of baked stuff that we use. So it's silly, but it's just a German thing, I guess. Back of the throat and that sound coming directly from the epiglottis. Yes, you say it. If you like the movie so far, it's very solid. It's promising for sure. So far, it's brilliant. Nice. Okay. Italian language was created after the various dialects. Huh.
That is true.
There are some American movies you should check out. Evil Dead. Watch that. Jane, Silent Bob Strike Back. I haven't seen that. Wayne's World. Some great movies from here. Yeah, let me screenshot that. That was like my movie recommendations. You should come to Ireland. I would love to. Don't tell me twice. I would love to go to Ireland. My dad played in an Irish band for, I don't know, like 20 years or so or longer. I grew up with Irish music around me and I love it. It always makes me very nostalgic when I hear it. But I've never been to Ireland, unfortunately. Maine has always been in my list. Maine and Missouri. Missouri? Uh-huh. Well, yeah, let me know how that went in Missouri. I call it Missouri. I have a friend from Missouri. Sorry if you're watching. I still love you. I love to visit Montana. Me too, Montana. Washington State, I would love to visit. I would love to visit Montana and Wyoming. I think it must be really beautiful up there. I have to work. Chocolate here is just milk and sugar. Yeah, it's kind of like a syrup here in America. It's more like, it's not even real milk sometimes, or I wouldn't even call it chocolate. It's more like like if you read closely and some chocolate products, it will not tell you that it's chocolate. It will tell you that it's like a chocolate liquor. So it is not even allowed to call itself chocolate sometimes. So you gotta read very closely with the labels. So I'm trying to make a video about that topic itself because I'm very interested in food additives and all the labels and stuff. And yes, I am from Germany, Snuffles. You guessed that correctly from my accent. Bella's for the streets. Well, yeah, she definitely acts like that in some of the scenes where she's trying to like ride around with some random guys on a motorcycle just to freak out her boyfriend. It's kind of toxic, but oh well. Um, the kids love it. I know everyone makes fun of Arkansas. Oh no, sorry, I said that wrong. You Americans, you guys are so crazy with your state names. Like, why is it Kansas, but then it's Arkansas and not Arkansas when it's literally spelled the exact same? Can someone explain it to me, like a just a logical explanation? I have not heard one yet. So I'll keep saying Arkansas. By the way, I'm not giving into the whole Arkansas thing because that's not gonna happen. But due to the nature of my work, I'm lucky enough to see the most beautiful homes, 7K square foot home in 22 acres range. Well, the prices are definitely better than in our states or any more coastal states or more popular states to live in, I think. So if you are opting for land, yeah, it's definitely worth looking into. But you'll also have a lot of storms down there. But you have that in Ohio too, so I guess. Who am I telling that, right? All should buy a home there, right? We should all live together. Let's all buy homes next to each other in Missouri or in Arkansas. But I would love to do that, by the way. Buying a big piece of land with friends and just having houses near to each other on a huge chunk of land where we know there's no weird suburbs being built or any like malls or whatnot or gas stations. Yeah, that would be one of my dreams, just having a big piece of land and animals, rescue pigs, and all the cuteness, and grow my own vegetables and gardening. Oh, my dream right there. Pop Tarts, skull emoji, love that. What is your favorite American holiday? Mm, probably Halloween. Just because it's not because of the spooky, but I love horror movies, but just because the season is so beautiful and Tennessee during October is just so beautiful and it's still far enough away from Christmas. Thanksgiving is so close to Christmas that I'm always so stressed during that time of the year because, like we already talked about, we want to do everything, until Christmas. And I feel like October is just still far away from Christmas, and you're just coming from summer, getting into the cold season, and you're just excited for the colder weather. So I think I would say Halloween, and just it's fun to see everyone's decorations here, and it's just so celebrated and cozy, and yeah, I like it. I like spooky stuff. Yeah, and then again, it's Arkansas, exactly. Alaska's beautiful. Yeah, I believe it. Alaska is always on my list of places to visit when I was a kid, and in Canada, but then I did Canada, but never Alaska. But I heard only good things about Alaska. But I would be really scared of all the wild animals when I'm out there by myself, just walking the dog, and you'll be scared that a moose will attack you. Her name is Moose, by the way, and so I'm not talking about you, little girl, but like a real moose, and not just a fake moose like this, or a bear. So I don't know how I would deal with that. As beautiful as it sounds and looks, I don't know how dangerous it is. And also the extreme cold, when you're like here, if it's cold, it's cold, but in Alaska, if it's cold and you'll be in trouble, like your car just breaks down somewhere, or you're just out in nature and you won't find your way back, or anything happens to you. Yeah, good luck surviving that. You know what I mean? Like it's like a different level of nature. Like it's like nature, like they're out there to get you, kind of nature. You know what I mean? But I would love to see it, of course. Pop Tarts are undeniably terrible, yes, but they are part of growing up as a kid in America. A true institution. I got you. I'm not trying to take that away from you. I get that. We have our things too in Germany that are not great, but we grow up with them. So it's just part of life, I guess. I get it. Schitt's Creek. I watched a few episodes of it before, but I still have to like get into it. Can of Worms. Can of Worms, yes, that's what I meant. Red doch einfach Deutsch, Bruder. Wofür diese Filme? Ähm, hier sprechen die meisten amerikanisch. Englisch, warum sollte ich also Deutsch sprechen? Macht ja gar keinen Sinn. Und wenn du doch Englisch verstehst, ist es doch perfekt, oder? Wenn ich auf Englisch spreche. Aber gut. Someone just said, why don't you just speak German? Like, what's the BS with the English? Well, I think it's 88% of the people here would have major issues if I spoke German with understanding. So I guess that was my simple explanation why I'm speaking English. But yeah, Mert, vielleicht kurz nachdenken. Eowyn and another vet appointment this morning. She needed 3 more vaccinations. Oh, took like a champ. Yay, I'm glad. Everyone loved her, of course. I'm so glad to see that Eowyn is growing so fast and healthy, and she got all her doctor's appointments done. Yeah, good job, Eowyn, for being a tough girl. I have to go. Have a wonderful night. Nice talking to you guys. Nice talking to you too, Clement. Hope to see you soon. Good night to you. Oh no, good morning to you. It's morning for you, but yeah, thank you. See you soon. Congratulations, Shuriken. See you soon. Yes. Red color pistachios. Oh, it's just died. Okay, I thought there were some fancy pistachios. Thanks, Funny. Indeed, she's doing great. I'm glad. Susie's glad too. Today I call her Susie. I don't know. I feel like today she's a Susie more than a moose. It was named way before any of us were alive. I know. I'm just silly. I just don't understand the whole Arkansas, Kansas kind of thing. It's just, one of those things that don't make sense to me. But some things don't have to make sense, right? A lot of things don't make sense. I guess the whole us living on this blue planet spinning through the universe in a galaxy also doesn't really make sense, but we still do it without having any control over it. So yeah. You too, my friend. Thank you. Greetings to Korea. Thank you. You have the peach face. I don't know what the peach face means, but okay. Are you a country or a city person? A country person, sadly, Paul. And why is that? Why is your name sadly Paul? That sounds sad. But yeah, I'm a country person. I do like cities. Like I lived in big cities like Beijing before in China, or I was in Hong Kong for a little bit, or yeah, I lived in cities for university, but it was like a small city, But so I like cities. I enjoy them, or I like going or being in Nashville. But I like to be more in the rural parts of it. Usually, that's what I enjoy. I love nature, so I could never do without nature. But I could always, if I had to pick and choose, I could always go without city, but never without nature. So I would have to answer with country. actually proposed legislative action to make pronouncing it as Arkansas illegal. Oh, really? Wow. Okay, they're strict, so I guess I'll stick to the law then. You're going to hug me. Okay. Well, good luck getting into my house. Korean work. Can you rescue me? I'm a dog, but my name isn't Rover. You're a dog? Okay, I got you. Mm-hmm. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Fill that one. You should rescue the homeless folks. All they need is food and water. Well, yeah. I work, like my other job is working or leading a food bank, so I guess I'm doing that already. Halloween's devil holiday, my kind of craziness. So you like Halloween too? After October 31st, out comes Christmas commercials. Yes, Christmas commercials. I feel like even before Halloween officially ended here in Tennessee, we already had the Christmas decorations. And you have the little Debbie Christmas cakes, and that's how you know it's Christmas around the corner, kind of. But I hate that mentality. I hate that. Back then, I sound like I'm like 60, 80 years old or something, but, if you make everything, like if you're already excited for Christmas in October, and if you advertise Christmas in October and you have everything on display already, I feel like time feels like it's flying by so much faster than it already is. So I remember like years ago, it was weird when Christmas stuff was on the shelves 3 weeks before Christmas, and now it's normal that it's out there like 9 weeks before Christmas. But I feel like it's just like getting so much more normal now. And yeah, people just can't wait. It's just like this instant gratification, this I don't know, this mentality is just different. It all changed. Those damn Yetis in Alaska will stalk you, I heard. Right? You never know. Sasquatch is out there. Well, we have the Sasquatches here too, if you believe it. Well, high excessive. Oh man, we didn't even talk about my hate comment, or my only hater, or the first I don't know, probably not my only hater, but the one that publicly displayed themselves, or showed themselves. Yeah. So if you hear, hi, thanks for watching. But that's why it was just a little joke towards that situation. My little title here. But where was I? Yeah, Sasquatch. I've been reading into Sasquatch and Bigfoot, and with the little the school groups we have, during the Halloween season we did a little bit of talking about Sasquatch and Bigfoot and all that, just as a joke, made them look out for it in the forest when we were walking by. Same things they do on every other day of the year, figure.
So you see it too.
The vigil of the Feast of All Saints, important observance to remember the dead. I agree, yeah. It's only what you make out of it, right? And how you celebrate it, how you interpret it. And yeah, it is spooky season, I think people take things way too seriously nowadays. You can't make everything evil if you really want to. You can have evil comments here or mean comments, but it always depends on how you take it, or what you make out of it. And I think, yeah, I see why people don't like Halloween, but I also see why they like it. And yeah, I think it's just really not that deep. Yeah, but I can understand criticizing it from like a marketing standpoint, or like a yeah, of course, also like a Christian standpoint, if you but not really at the same time. But everyone, to each their own. If people want to criticize it, criticize it. If you don't, and if you enjoy it, enjoy it. You know, that's. I think we could do that with everything in the world or that's happening in society. We could criticize basically everything. It's probably not very fun to criticize everything. Same with haters, what we just talked about, or I talked about, like hate comments or just like stupid comments that no one needs to read. Same thing. Yeah, just it's not very fun, right? I hope you read that in Arkansas accent, of course. Just admitted English is hard. Yeah, of course. It's not my first language, so I'll never. I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's definitely not my first language, as you can hear. The new Comet 31 Atlas was directed in the 70s and he's heading close to Earth. Doesn't make sense to me. Wait, was that a new one that they just recently discovered that they were talking about? I think I saw some report of that or some YouTube video like of NASA, I think. Which university? In Germany and then Peking University in China, Beta. My friend is freaking right now. You look kind of just like my cousin's friend in Illinois. I'm definitely not from Illinois. Hi, Jonah. Welcome. January, they will have Easter eggs out. Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's just getting, it's just crazy. I feel like at one point, we will have to have all of it out at the same time because it's getting so much further away from the actual date where it's happening that at one point we will just have like an Easter section and a Christmas section and a Halloween section like all year round because like there's just no more distinction or like time slot between. I barely went to Walmart on November 1st and all the Christmas stuff is up the day after Halloween. I know it's insane, Kyle. But here it was even up like during Halloween. Can you imagine? Like Halloween wasn't even over, and they could not wait putting up those effing Little Debbie Christmas cakes. Like that's when it's there's no returning anymore. There's no turn back. Like the Little Debbie Christmas cakes, and from there on it can only get worse. And there wasn't even Thanksgiving. Like there's not even Thanksgiving stuff out there. Like we completely skipped that. So Thanksgiving is just, between Halloween and Christmas. It's not even its own thing anymore, I feel like. It's just there to mark the Black Friday, and it's just all commercial and it's marketing nowadays. So I feel like we need to go back to make traditions, and really enjoy traditions for what they are and what they mean to us, and not let the marketing and the stores let us tell us what it's supposed to be, or let them have us excited about it. But we need to have our own traditions and time frames for things. But it's really hard nowadays to not be in that weird cycle. It's all about money. Yes, I talked about Christmas with someone recently, and yeah, it's kind of a weird holiday if you think about it from the original meaning, right? Because it really, I don't know. I understand the whole gift giving with the wise man and everything, how that came along and just been transported into the modern days. But I mean, literally, it's celebrating the birth of Christ, right? So why are we giving gifts to each other, and why are we not celebrating it in a different way, like giving to people in need? Why is it not a day where we donate a lot of money that we have left at the end of the year? Basically no person except for like real rich people, like who has money left at the end of the year, right? But why don't we do something good? Why is it not a day where we invite people, like neighbors, to our house that we never talk to, so they're not lonely? Why don't we do something like good? That's something that Jesus would do because we're celebrating Jesus' birth. But I mean, just suggestions. I don't know. You should be proud about having a hater army, but what's the tea on the hater? Oh, so the hater. So for everyone who hasn't heard about it, I know I just got super excited that I had a hater, and I usually try to ignore stuff like that, but I don't know. It's my channel. If you hate on my channel, get ready for being exposed for it. Because, so the person, so I screenshotted the person's comment, put it on my, in my community post, and just said, I hope you'll get better soon. I hope you'll, you're not going to be hateful anymore one day, and blah, blah. And the person literally answered me with, hey, why are you exposing my comment like this? Grow up. I'm like, or what is something like that in that manner. I'm like, well, you were the one posting a hate comment on my channel for no reason. So, and it's public, so you just exposed yourself, basically. So if you're so proud of your comment, why are you upset that I gave you the audience and the stage, There you go. Because people usually do that for attention. So if I post your comment, why you're not happy about that? I thought you wanted the attention, so now you got it. And it just shows that they're uncomfortable with it because they are not proud of what they wrote, and they probably reflected on it, and they're like, oh shit, maybe it wasn't as cool as I thought. I guess it's just the only reason for that reaction, but sometimes you just gotta expose the haters because that's the only way they stop. You gotta put the mirror in front of them so they can see their own bullshit. Have you met any Amish Mennonites in America yet? A lot of them come from Switzerland, southern Germany, so you would probably be able to understand their dialect. Yes, so I have met some, but not from my area or from Switzerland area. I have met Amish though, and they are very sweet and their food is so good. Their baked goods are top notch. But I watched YouTube videos about Amish people speaking their dialects or language, and I would say I am able to understand 70% of what they're saying. 80% depends on how bad or how strong their dialect is. But I would say it's a mixture between Swiss German, German, and Dutch to me personally. So it's just all mixed together. So it's really hard to listen to me. It just sounds like a person being extremely drunk talking to me. When you have to really listen hard what they're saying and trying to make sense of it. That's how I could describe it, how it feels to me. Bedtime Stories is quite a bit of material on Sasquatch. I think, did I watch that already? I think I watched multiple episodes, but I fell asleep while I was watching it. But I loved the ones that I watched. So good. I'm glad you recommended that to me. Hi, Sean and Steph. I am from Germany, but I live in America. Pennsylvanian Dutch. Is that the dialect that the Dutch I was referring to? Is the accent I'm hearing? Yes, that's the accent. I mean, my accent is not Pennsylvanian Dutch. I wish I could speak Pennsylvanian Dutch, but no, it's just simply German. And no, I do not like playing that. I do like playing games, but not that one. Don't let the haters get you down. They have nothing better to do. That is true, sadly, Paul. Yeah, I feel sorry for them sometimes because I'm like, that must be a really sad life to live, just where your purpose is just spreading negative comments on people that you don't even know, having opinions about their lives without knowing them, and then the best ones are always like, hey, I don't care what you do, I don't care about you, but here's my comment, and I've been following your journey for months now, and I know everything about you, but just I want to tell you that I don't care about you, okay? It's just like, okay, do you think I care that you don't care about me? Like, I couldn't care less about that, but, well, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but okay. It is just so, things that don't make sense are really hard for me to understand or to accept. Like, things that don't line up, or it just boggles me, but I think that was the main reason why I reacted to that one, because it's just so contradictory, but it's whatever. I hope the person has a good life in the future and you'll feel better soon and you'll find some purpose and happiness. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Say the word supercalifrag. What? Say the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What the hell was that? I'm gonna give you a German word next, and German words can be that long, so good luck. Rindfleisch-Etikettierungsmaschine oder sowas. Oh. Oh, what am I doing? Sometimes I feel like a grandma when I'm on my phone, like just clicking on like a symbol. I'm like, oh, I deleted the internet. Oops. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah, I think I said that perfectly. Illinois being a French name is the knowledge I didn't know I needed. Well, it is French, isn't it? Illinois. How else would you pronounce it? Did I pronounce it wrong? Are you calling me out funny? Did I say that wrong? Y'all making fun of me. It's okay. I deserve it. I'm German. I'm bad. as it's displayed, or in all the movies, Hollywood movies, Germans are always evil. So sad. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you too, Carlin Taco. Hey, minis. You're new here. Nice. Welcome. Where you from? Cardolimini. Sounds Greek to me. I saw some sloth being stuffing funny though. Sheesh, lady, why can't you spend time with your husband? Why, your own time with your husband? I'm like, why do you even care who I spend time with? You don't even know me. Like, huh? I think that was the main reason why I commented. I was like, I was so confused. Like, do you want to hang out with my husband while I'm doing the YouTube all day long? Apparently, like, I'm literally at work, spending time with my husband and my dog, and the house chores and stuff. And then to relax, I'm doing a YouTube live stream while he's playing games. And should I just sit there and like watch him like while he's playing video games? Like, yes, we did that in the beginning of the relationship, but no, like I can imagine, or I have other things to do. When he's doing stuff, like some people have their own lives while being in relationships and like to do their own things. I don't need to do all the things that my husband's doing, and he doesn't need to sit here in the back and watch me do a live stream or just stare at me like this from the corner. That's not how it is. Like, if you have a relationship like that sounds terrible, but good for you, if that's what you want to do. I mean, there's people like that out there that need to do every single thing together, and that's fine. I'm sorry that it's terrible, because I know there's people that enjoy that, and that's good for them, but it's just not what I enjoy, and that's okay. But you don't need to call people out for that, because yeah. Let's just not do that. Let's just all live and let live, unless someone gets hurt, or we see something bad happening, we can call that out, and we should. But if I'm just living my life and I'm doing YouTube as a hobby, please just let me do that. I would really appreciate that. And if you don't like it, you can just use that thumb of yours and use it and swipe. Bedtime stories is so relaxing that they can put a person to sleep, even though they're really interesting. Yeah, they're scary, but sometimes I love listening to stuff to fall asleep, even scary stuff. Eureka, I guess if you want to, you can interpret it anyway. Hi, Locke. You're never late.
Yeah, I need
A king always shows up right on time whenever he pleases. Or how does it go? That saying? I think it's a German saying. Like when the king shows up, he's never late. He always shows up at the perfect time. I just want to circle back on Christmas. As a non-Christian, Jesus cares less about churches and gifts, but more about what he stood for, being a voice for the voiceless, being the light in the darkness. Exactly. You saying you're a non-Christian, you know, you feel you explain Christianity better than some Christians I know from my past. So, yeah, that is very true. And care less about churches and gifts and less about ourselves, and yeah, be more selfless. But it is not like that, unfortunately. Have you been to New Orleans? It is crazy, crazy cool, crazy, or crazy hazy, or what is it? And I have not been, but I heard there's a lot of good music down there, and blues music, and yeah. Are you Catwoman? I am Catwoman. You exposed me. Well, now it's out. Yes, I am the Catwoman, the one from the comics. So that was very anticlimactic, wasn't it? You pronounce Illinois instead of Illinois. Oh, I said Illinois. Really? Oops. Well, you gotta accept it. You know, I'm just gonna pronounce things weird. I'm German, so I think a lot of people already accepted that at this point. I will pronounce things in a weird way. Can I tell you dad jokes? Yes, please. I love dad jokes. We need more dad jokes here. Yes, Shuriken says it too. We love dad jokes. Did you hear the joke about dog? It was like it was a little rough. That's cute. I like that. As long as they are dad jokes and not becoming. That was a good one, Funny. Huh? Yeah, that was pretty witty. I'll give you that one. Even for you, Funny. Even for you. How much does that very comfy furry rug that you are holding? Susie, how much does it cost? And no, you're not you're priceless. You know, are you stretching out your fingers? Mm. Who are you scratching? Who are we scratching now? Who wants a moose scratch? Let's scratch Funny. You got a Susie scratch. But a nice one, of course. And yeah, she's very comfy for sure. Not when she wakes me up in the middle of the night, then I would definitely sell her to you if you woke me up at 3 a.m. and she kept me up all night. Then I might be tempted to sell her to you. But on a normal day when I'm not sleepy, I probably won't. We celebrate Christmas. That's when we have community feasts, community weddings, and gift distribution. Do you Funny in India during Christmas? Do people in India celebrate it? Because I know when I lived in China, they would still celebrate Christmas to some degree. They would have like Christmas trees out and Christmas decorations, but it's more for like of course, there's also Christians there, but it was more for the romanticized aspect, you know, the decorations and the gifts and the non-religious parts of it. So I was wondering how it is in India. Do you also do the decorations and stuff, or is it more like frowned upon? And hi, Rain. Yes, I'm in Tennessee. Yep. Did you just guess that, or I would I don't know how you would guess that because my accent is not Tennessean. New Orleans can be all of those kinds of crazy. Didn't you tell me about New Orleans too, Shuriken? I'm pretty sure you told me, but above all, yes, from your family. Now I remember now. History. My mom and her family are from there. Yeah, and now I just read it. Sometimes it's good to just finish reading before talking, but yeah, I remember about your what you told me about your grandma. Funny didn't like that scratch. Well, you still got it, so there you go. Can't undo it now. Moose is such a sweet girl. She is. She's a sweetie. I agree. She is definitely an old grump.
We can go right here.
Sorry, you're a young grump. You're not old. So she's definitely a grumpy, but a funny grump, if that makes sense. She's not like grumpy evil or like actually grouchy. She's just more sassy, you know. Like she'll just takes what she wants. Like she knows she gets what she wants anyways, and she's just so confident about it and so nonchalant about it, and I kind of love that. Why can't Frankenstein have babies? Because his nuts are in his neck. Okay, that was good. But thank you for that Frankenstein reminder, because there's a new Frankenstein coming out from Guillermo del Toro, I guess. And I'm very excited about that. I think was it in a movie theater at all? I think was it on Netflix only? I cannot imagine. A movie like that would be in a movie theater, wouldn't it? But I've never seen the announcement. I only saw it on Netflix that it's announced to be on Netflix soon. So I'm waiting for that one. If I were to hold my cat for that long, I will be having a couple of scratches and scars at my feet. Oh no, I'm sorry. And I know you love petting your cat. I remember you saying that on your bus drive to work. I'm glad I'm not the only crazy cat lady over here. Hi, Werder Bremen. Kennst du noch Diego von Werder Bremen? Moin nach wo auch immer in Deutschland du her bist. Funny doesn't like cats. Funny is a dog person. Justice for us. Justice. Oh no. Funny. Would you be happy if I did merchandise with that slogan? I think people would be so mad at me if I did that. With like a stupid face of Oscar too. I don't think I could pull that off, and I shouldn't. I would be, yeah. But it's still funny. Hi Matthias. I guess the Germans are rolling in now because it is 7 in the morning for my German friend. No, not 7. It's 5 in the morning for my German friends. And Germans like to get up early because we're all about that work. Work. Gotta wake up early to schaffe Häusle bauen. There are hardline Hindu religious freaks in the north. They don't really celebrate. I'm from South India, which is known across the world. Communal harmony and progressiveness. Of course, you're the reflection of that. Like you're the what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Like someone that's representing that, the representative of communal harmony and progressiveness. Funny. So South India is proud of you, I think, for being a great representative of South India. What do you miss most about Germany? Family, bread, chocolate, bakeries, sitting down in a cafe, walking around everywhere, like walking from A to B. Trains, as much as I hate them, I also love them and miss them. What else? Cheap grocery prices. Going to Lidl. Yeah, Lidl discounter. Lidl lohnt sich. Yeah, grocery shopping, daily life, basically. Just, you know, walking everywhere. Yeah, that for sure. Have you ever been to Germany? That dog is. I used to have a cat. He was tailless. Oh, greet me when I got home. I do miss him dearly. He loved me greatly. Cats are cool. I agree, Evan. I hope I said that right. Cats are definitely cool. Animals are cool in general, except for spiders. Although spiders are also cool. They have their purpose, but we won't be friends in this life. But I'm sorry you missed your cat, and I'm sure it was a great cat. He sounds pretty cool. Here at India, we just celebrate Xmas with tree lights, stars, presents, making kids believe that Santa brings the gifts at night. We do buffet at the churches and celebrate all night. Oh, cool. Neat. So you grew up with Christmas too, I guess. I guess Christmas is just kind of like a universal holiday among many religions or societies or countries because yeah, it has a lot of good aspects, right? If you, yeah. We celebrate Christmas, Hindu festivals, and I, as community, yes, with decorations, Christmas tree, carols, midnight mass, everything is there. You do midnight mass? Wow. That's, I did not expect that, midnight mass, that's cool. Nice. Iris Rika. Hi, guided comments.
Dude, it's great.
Look like my crush. Moose, you look like his crush. Yeah, I understand that. You're cute. I'm excited about the new Frankenstein for sure. So is Meg. I figure we'll watch it this weekend. Oh, is it coming out this weekend already? Neat. I wanna watch it too. And I am German guy. Yes. You figured that out correctly. I'm a German potato. But I live in America. For a few years now. Special masses and church processions, holidays, everything. Neat. Cool. I did not know that. See? Learned something new. I mean, I was expecting it to be like exist there since there's like multiple religions in India or same in China. You know, there's all kind of religions. So, but I didn't think it would be like a big thing. What's up, Olivia? Guess what? Roja means Spanish. My non-existent Spanish. Also, does anyone play any video games or like to watch any video games? I feel like I'm getting into the video game mood again now that it's getting colder outside and closer to Christmas and Thanksgiving. So maybe I'll look into streaming some video games once in a while because I think that would be cool for live streaming, easily combinable. So much black fur on my sheets now. Thank you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you too, Olivia. Alright, I'm gonna go eat my breakfast. Okay, enjoy your breakfast, Log. Thank you for hanging out with us. Good to see you again. And Mark, I'm sure you would buy that. Funny. Just for you, I would make one. Maybe I'll have to send you one. Los Angeles, nice. I think we have one friend here from Los Angeles that I know of. But yeah, y'all are rare here in this community, so I'm glad we got more Los Angeles power here. You, Sometimes I read comments out loud almost without reading them first in silence, and I'm like, okay, I stopped at the right point. Alaikum salam, Abdul. Thank you. Blessings to you too. German people are too efficient in everyday they do work hard on time and organize people. Well, we're not on time. That's a myth. German people are not on time. Our trains are always late. Even our planes are late. My friends have never been on time. I mean, I have. Yeah, okay, some maybe. I'm the most not on time person. Um, yeah, I've never been so late as I have been in Germany. Like, it's just terrible. Like, it almost makes me mad. Yeah, Germans are not on time, but I would say we are definitely efficient, or we try to be efficient. We want to be efficient. I got chocolate on my arm, in case you're wondering, by the way. Um. Oh yeah, I guess I ate some kind of like a healthy version of Nutella earlier. But what was the other question? Are we organized people? I'm not gonna show you the rest of the room, but it would give you an answer to your question. You'd hate me. I'm not punctual at all. The disillusionment and being sold the lie of the American dream makes me apathetic of punctuality. I think, first of all, I would not hate you for that, because hate is a very strong word, and you would have to give me a strong reason to hate you. But yeah, I think we got some in common. I'm never on time. I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying to get better. It's definitely getting better. Like, I'm really trying. Like, I used to always say I'm trying to be on time, but I've never really tried to be on time. In retrospective, now I do try, because you know how you get upset about things that people do, but then you realize those are the exact same things that you always do, and that you also upset people by your behavior, but you never really think about that. So I'm really trying to not be late for everything, because it sucks. Like, let's be real. People that are always late, it sucks. It's disrespectful. You make people wait. You steal their precious time, and when you meet them and they waited for you, there will always be this underlying, like, I'm pissed at you, but I'm not gonna tell you because you're my friend. But, or we're just like colleagues or something, or we try to be like cordial, but there will always be this underlying like tension there in the beginning of the meeting or the date or whatever it is that you're going for. So being on time is actually really important, I think. But there's different types of people. Some people just cannot be on time to save their life, and it will probably never change unless they really try hard. So, and I looked into it. I looked up why it is that some people are always late, and I think it can be a sign of ADHD, but it's, you would have to look into that. I'm not an expert at all. It's just something I read, and it can be just childhood, how you were raised, how your parents were, what you grew up with, and you know, there was something else that I forgot, but it has can have multiple reasons. You can find good bakeries and cafes in the US. They're just only found in large cities like New York, Chicago, Boston. Yeah, I believe that. I'm sure there's some amazing bakeries in the bigger cities. And we do have some in Nashville too, but it's not the same. There's a German bakery, and it's good, but it will never taste as it tastes like in Germany. Ah, a good bread or good Brot. Lecker. When you just go to the store and you grab it and it's still warm, and then you just do the little test, is it still crunchy? And it has to be soft in the middle and crunchy outside, and just that smell, and the flour has to like come out of it when you like press it, like a crunch explosion. It's just so good. I miss it. But at the same time, I'm glad I don't have it, because I gained 15 pounds when I was in Germany for a month back home to see family. So maybe it's good that I don't have good bread here. So, hey, hi, killers. Yay, you finally made it. Woo. Killers.
Hey, you from
Props
Germany?
to you. I'm glad you made it.
There's
How have you been
the
doing?
other sister right here.
Hey, Michael, wie geht's? Wie steht's? Schön, dich mal wieder zu sehen. I admire German culture around punctuality, even if I don't follow the example. Well, technically, we are punctual on paper. But, ja, Michael, was sagst du? Sind Deutsche immer pünktlich? What are you saying, my German friend? Do you think Germans are always on time? Are we very punctual people? We just talked about that. How long have you been in America? I have been in America for 3-ish years. So yeah, been here for not too long, but it kind of feels like I've been here for a while now. And I like it, but I also miss Germany. My thing about the Christmas subject is we tend to forget the main reason of it. Family and festivities are great, but we tend to push Christ to the back of the line. Yes, very true. That's what I tried to say earlier. I feel like we're not celebrating the reason what you just said. Like we're not celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ and try to be like extra selfless that day and do something for others and putting ourselves behind others, like putting others first. Let me say it like that. Like, why don't we make it a day where we do like force ourselves if we don't want to do it intrinsically? Why don't we at least force ourselves to do something good on that day, or give something to someone in need instead of someone that already has everything? Like, why do we give people that already have everything with stuff that they don't really need, like just the newest version of the PlayStation, or just bullshit like that. Like, and we just make those companies happy in the end. And by gifting stuff like, I always think about that, by gifting stuff like PlayStations, like anything like electronics, we're giving money to companies, and we're also giving the time of the person we're gifting that PlayStation to, the time to the company, because the person that receives that gift will use all the time to play games and play that PlayStation. So they will give that time on top of the money to the company. And it is such a messed up thing if you think about it. But yeah, I guess, yeah, it will just hurt my brain if I think too much about it, because you can go down the rabbit hole really deep. But it's just all, marketing and gift giving and all the whole like self-made traditions. Like the newer traditions are just there to get you, manipulate you, and trick you into like buying and spending money and spending all your time on stuff that's not really important. Because, yeah, when I think about older traditions, or like my old family traditions, when I think back about it, I don't think about the presents that I got. I barely even remember any present that I received. I mean, I still remember some, but what I remember is the time with the family, and the smell of the cookies, the Christmas tree, seeing that, the excitement, seeing my parents when they're still healthy and or alive, and just spending time. That's what I remember, and not the things that I got, right? Especially now that I'm so, like, I don't want to be like, oh, I don't like materialistic things, I'm so above this, I just transcended that realm. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. But coming to America and you know losing a house in Germany while I was gone because of health situations of my family and my dad, long story, but like all my belongings, like everything I ever owned that I didn't bring to America in a backpack, was thrown away by movers, like people I don't know that get rid of our house. Like, they threw everything in the trash. Like, I have nothing left. I only have those things that I came with, which wasn't a lot, let me tell you. It was just a backpack. And my perspective on things and materialistic things have changed so drastically since then. And yeah, it really doesn't mean anything to me anymore. And I don't just say that to sound cool or anything. It just really doesn't anymore. So sometimes when I get asked what I want for Christmas or for my birthday, I'm like, I don't want. Like, I'm serious. I don't want anything. Like, don't give me anything. Like, you only give me a burden. Like, if you give me something, I feel like I need to keep it because I feel bad for throwing it away or giving it away. I don't want it. Like, give me food. You know, I love my food. Give me chocolate. Give me some like go to the restaurant with me and take me out, or like give me your time. Go to like do something fun with me, but I don't want anything. And I mean it. I put games on hiatus currently, focusing on dopamine in real life. That's cool. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, guy. Good for you. Yeah, the dopamine thing is a whole nother thing, right? They know how to get us. Dopamine is just the biggest addiction of everyone at the moment. High notifications. By the way, I'm traveling to India on Friday. Be back by December first week. I'm working until 23rd. Wow, nice. Excited for you, Funny. Keep us posted, okay? Yeah, keep us updated how everything goes. And I'm excited for you to go back to India. Wow, how cool is that? German chocolate Barbie. I don't know about that. But yeah, the chocolate, yes. The Barbie, I don't know. Holy moly, I'm more like a Ken. I feel like. I feel like Ken in the Barbie movie was really funny. I loved his character. Safe travels, but yeah, safe travels indeed. I'll try to remember to text you before you leave, Funny, on Friday. Are you excited? Are you nervous? What's going on? What emotions are happening right now? I have expected you to wipe the chocolate from your forearm and eat it. You know me too well, my friend. But I was like, there's new people here. We're not gonna scare them away. Like, we'll behave. Like when you make new friends, or when you're dating someone new, you're not showing the crazy sides yet. You'll like in small portions, just a little, always a little, and then it's getting more and more, and then the person doesn't even notice that you're crazy. It's just small portions. Thanks, Shuriken. Do you need anything from India? Special tea leaves? And am I getting asked too, Funny, or think Ami? Oh, what do you want from India? I take it back. What do I want from India? I want a big jug of water from the Ganges River. But just to see how murky it actually is and how it smells. I always wondered. But I don't think you could bring that. So, I'll think about something. But like I said, I don't want anything, but maybe something edible. I wouldn't mind that, like something I could taste. Yeah, if you have any room in your storage in your luggage. I'm always late because I'm fashionable. Of course, yes, that's the saying. I'm fashionable. I think Karl Lagerfeld, the Chanel guy, he's a German guy, but he worked for Chanel. He said, "I'm always late because I'm fashionable." I'm probably going to be late. Well, hopefully that'd be good. Just postpone it as far as you can, guy. But me too. At least they will be all sad when that happens, so they can't be mad at you. I feel bad for calendars. Their days are numbered. That was a pretty good one. Evan, you don't disappoint. You got all the good dad jokes here. You're missing out. Yeah, you're missing out. We're having fun over here while you're having fun playing your stupid video games. We're in real life having deep conversations. Yeah. We don't need game consoles to have fun. I'm kidding. Hi, Fuad. Wie geht's, Bros? brooch meal. You look like the crab from Moana. Why are you calling others? Oh, I didn't read that. Man, I missed out. Why are you all deleting the comments, the funny ones? Your world is so beautiful. Smile you. Thank you. What beer? What beer do you recommend? Is Heineken the closest to a German beer? In America? Well, Heineken is Dutch. So I went. Fun fact: Germans can start drinking earlier, right? So when you're 16, you're allowed to drink beer. So when I was 16, we traveled to Amsterdam in the Netherlands for a school trip, and our teachers took us to the Heineken manufactory, or manufacturer, where the Heineken is produced, whatever, who cares? And so they took us there, and they all the teachers got drunk, and us students too, and like we were all 16, right? So just crazy to think about that if you're here in America, just seeing that difference. So that was fun, and I remember ending up like all of us being in a park and seeing our teacher that bought like something, you know what I mean, walking by, and he was just like this, and I was like, okay, are we like, is everyone doing this now? It was just, thinking back, it was just a very crazy school trip, but it was fun, definitely memorable. Pünktlichkeit ist eine deutsche Tugend. Sollte es sein. It should be, but I don't think. Ich weiß nicht, ob es immer noch eine ist. Ich kenne wenige, die die Tugend haben. When you moved to America, did your body have to get used of all the synthetic and unhealthy chemicals in American foods? Yes. Sadly, Paul, 100%. I heard from people here sometimes when they ate food, they're like, oh, my belly hurts and I have a tummy pain, or I feel this and that. And I never understood what they meant. I was like, do you have like a stomach bug or something? They're like, no, from the food, from eating too much. And I promise I never in my life had tummy pain from just eating food. Like, yes, I would get a stomach bug once in a while, or like have to throw up from something, you know. But that I have pain that I can't explain just from eating, never. But here in America, I had that sensation for the first time, like that I just had like this like weird pain in my stomach from eating food. And I think it probably comes from like all the food additives and like weird fats and stuff that are being used here. So yes, to answer your question, I definitely had that for sure. RFK Junior wants to know your location. Maybe you can work together. You'll be hired by him. I feel like Ami has had a software update, some patches, especially on speaking her effing mind and dialing down the politeness, and I love it. You do? I think I'm just getting I'm getting more comfortable speaking less polite. Because maybe the first hate comment that I got just, you know, unleashed that in me, where I'm like, if you don't give an F, why should I, you know? I don't know. And I think it's just because I'm just used to talking to y'all now, and I don't have to have that mouth guard anymore, if that makes sense. I'm still gonna be polite, of course, but just, you know, maybe a little less, maybe, you know. It's your fault that I see you as friends now, so that's on you. I'm gonna give out socks this Christmas. Ah, that's sweet. I almost, not almost. No, I'm keeping that to myself. Yeah. That's a good idea though. Oh yay, we got another hater. Yes, poor girl. Santino, please elaborate. Let's go. Why poor girl? Come on. We want to hear more. Is there more from him? Oh no, he's too shy. Oh, unfortunate. Oh well. Santino, if you're still here, let's hear. Let's bring it on. Come on. I'm ready for it. What was I? The socks. But yeah, talking about socks, now that it's winter season, it's actually very important. So if you want to, can you stop fighting? If you want to make goodie bags for people that don't have a home or a roof over the house, roof over the house, right? A roof over the head. I don't know many people that don't have a roof over the house, but you can put socks or underwear, or I'm probably gonna get banned for saying those words now, but I'm saying it in a not nasty way. You can put that in bags and put a little water in it or some like snacks, but socks and stuff like that are very highly demanded by people that are in need of things, because people don't like to donate those things because they feel awkward doing it or weird. But even if you declutter your closet and you have some old socks and old underwear that you want to get rid of, just wash them high temperature, put some Lysol in there, disinfect them, just make it clean, obviously. And you can still hand them out to people, because people will always appreciate socks. And as much as socks are frowned upon to gift to someone, as much as I don't like materialistic stuff, if you get me socks, I'll be happy about it. Like I like socks are one of my favorite clothing items, and so I'm always happy about socks. But yeah, just saying that now that it's winter season, gift socks to people that need it, because it's important. Ooh, hold on. That sounds horrendous. I need to get rid of everything before they me to it. God loves you. Have a blessed day. You too, Zach. Thank you. Hi, Rare. How are you doing? I love that picture of the dog with the sunglasses. How cute is that? I need to skedaddle, sister. I hope you and the gang funny and everyone have a wonderful night. Funny. Oh. Thank you, Shuriken. Have a great night too. Thank you for being here, and say hi to the girls, please. All of them. And give 2 of them a pat from me, please. You know which ones. No new friend or lovers with it this way. No inevitable disappointments. Don't text me words that I can't pronounce to embarrass me here. Inevitable is one of them. It's one of those annoying words where I'm like, I have like 8 versions of saying it, and I'm never sure which one it is. Oh, we got $5. I hope you're having a great day, and everyone here as well. Oh, thank you. Danke, Whiskers. Thank you. Thank you, Whiskers. You're the best. I feel like, Whiskers, you've been donating $5 every live stream almost. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let me know what you want me to do with the $3.30 that is left after YouTube takes out their part for no reason. But should I get something for Oscar or the cats, or let me know if you have any specific requests for it. Nothing weird, of course. You ain't getting that. I'm from the south, remember? Will do. Good night, Shuriken. If you ever go to New York, be prepared, because it is a money pit. I'm sure prices are extremely inflated. Parking is like $80. What? That's outrageous. I don't like New York anymore. I'm not going. I'm staying here. Okay. Still, it's a must-see. Okay, so am I going now? Paul, should I go or should I not go? Now no, I don't know. I should go to New York because, yeah, I don't want to spend a whole lot of money, but I mean, I guess it's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing that you have to do, right? So I guess I'll go to New York, and I will not drive there with a car, so I don't have to pay for parking and public transport. I'm used to that from Germany, so yeah, I guess if I don't go there with a car, I should be okay. But driving all the way from Tennessee is a very long drive anyway, so I don't think I would have driven anyways. So yeah, hopefully I can go one day. That would be cool for sure. An amazing and extremely entertaining city. Okay, when I go, before I go any places in America, my cat is sitting on my butt, by the way. It's her favorite spot in the house. It's like a ship. Sometimes I try to shake her off, and she acts like she doesn't feel it, so she just keeps a straight face and just typical sassy moose. But yeah, I really would love to go one day for sure. I just don't know when, and I have so many things on my list. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Hawaii to see my friend that moved to Hawaii recently because I miss seeing her. And yeah, but I don't know when to do all that, and I have to go to Germany soon. And yeah, a little grimy though. That's okay. I don't mind that at all. You know, yeah, I don't mind a little grimy. There's a lot of German cities that are like that, so I think I'm pretty used to that. If you go to Frankfurt am Main, all my German friends here will know. Hi, Brown Shorty. I am from Germany. Hey, here's a Übermensch. Nice. You know that word. New York seems like a overhyped. Well, I don't know. I've never been, so I cannot judge that or I cannot comment on that. But I could see that it's overhyped because New York is New York, right? But I can also see that it's actually pretty cool, pretty dang cool, to be honest. So yeah, I'm excited for Chinatown, eating all the good Chinese food and not the crappy one. You know that. Yeah, the Americanized version. So I'm excited for the food in New York. I'll probably be gone before you read this, so good night in advance. But I never did trust stairs. They're always up to something. We're gonna miss you, Evan. I hope you'll be back with some more dad jokes soon. And I wish you a good night. Thank you for being here and welcome. Good to have you. There needs to be more dad joke people in the world. The environment takes some getting used to, but once you're used to it, you have a lot of money and it's very fun. If you have a lot of money, well, I guess I won't have any fun then, but Whisker just contributed to me having a little bit more money when I go to New York. So thank you, Whisker. So yeah, hopefully one day and not for long, probably just a weekend or so if I go to New York. Towels and hygiene products are needed in the homeless community. Yes, for sure. Hygiene products, for sure. Yeah, always important. The German people are often characterized by the intelligence, extensive knowledge, diligence, efficiency, effectiveness, and punctuality. Can you explain? Well, I guess it's just a very, I don't know where that comes from. I would say it's hard for me to say that as a German. It sounds kind of weird to be like, yes, we're very, very intelligent, very effective, very punctual and diligent. So it sounds weird to say that as a German, but I would say there's definitely some truth to it. Punctuality, like I said, I would say that's not true from my experience. But efficient, yes, there's like this urge for us to be efficient with all that we do. It drives people that I know crazy sometimes here in America that it's kind of control freaky that you're like, why are we doing like this? Wouldn't that be more efficient to do it like this? Or why don't we just like leave this step out and go there directly, and stuff like that. So it's just this urge. I don't know where that comes from. I cannot explain that because I don't know where that the root of that is. But yeah, alaikum salam. Greetings to you too. Quiet on the Western Front is probably the closest I got to reading a German novel. Oh, you read it? Wow, cool. I watched the movie a few times. I think it's a great one. You like it too, right? Or Quiet at the Western Front? Yeah, it's definitely one of. I'm not a huge fan of war movies. They have to be really good. I don't like the heroic ones or where it's like where they make it look cool and not nice, but like heroic and where they're trying to like romanticize it. I hate that because it's just so unrealistic. Like, I like it when it's like raw and when they show like the real emotions and like the bad aspects most importantly. So people are a little bit more aware of how bad it is and was. And that movie's just doing a great job, I think. I went New York pro tip, stay in New Jersey and take the train. Yeah, I heard that from a YouTuber that I watched. He's like a Chinese, like an American guy that speaks Chinese, and he lives in New York, and he lives in New Jersey, and he said the same thing. So I'll probably do that if I go. Money is what I can count on, not people. Yeah, yeah, that is unfortunately true. Oftentimes, cheaper hotels and better transport, and little less crazy, I guess, than over there. California has a lot of really good Chinese food. I bet, yeah, a lot of Chinese people live at the West Coast. That's what I heard, and less at the East Coast. One thing, Rusty, are you scavenging the kitchen? I hear you munching on something. I'm. The OG followers know that my cat Rusty, the big one with the eating problem, he turns into a cat version of John Wick. He has black hair too and everything. Um, yeah, he'll find a way to get to food. So we're about at this point where we are thinking about like a lock, like what's it called? Like safe, right? With like a number or code.
Yeah.
We might have to get a safe to store the food because I am out of ideas. I don't know. He found out how to open like one of those, when like a storage box where you can put on cereal. You just like open it like this, but you gotta do it pretty hard. Figure that out. Climbed up the bathroom shelves, the highest one. There's no way he can get up there, but he did. This is out of not an option anymore. So we bought one where he has to screw a lid. He learned how to unscrew a lid. Um, so at this point, yeah, we probably have to get a safe. Otherwise, he'll just keep stealing the food. One thing I tell you, when I was walking through downtown Manhattan, Wall Street, looking at those tall buildings, I felt like I could do anything in this world. Felt like my dreams had wings. Oh, like in the songs. I want to see that. I want to experience that. I always wondered if people get that feeling about New York, because then it has to be some truth to that from all the songs or the movies, and yeah, you just told me too, so I'm excited to experience that. I don't know if it's just me or if it's for others, but I really lived that Alicia Keys song, New York. I know I had the song playing in my head while I was thinking about it. Empire State of Mind, yes. I always thought that. I was like, when I ever go to New York, I have to play that song on my earphones and walk through Manhattan. What is your favorite thing about America? I like horror movies where it's an adventure, not a speed run for PTSD. Right, yeah, exactly. That's what I like, where it's more about like you show emotions and like a little bit of like the history too, and you get the whole spiel and not just like the heroic moments and like, ooh, yay, he's the hero, yay, Americans. It's just. Ugh. And my favorite part about America thing is, I think what I said, the vastness of the country, just like that feeling of it's just like endless, like the wilderness is just so huge here. The variety of animals you have here and just how untouched it is to some points, and how yeah, I think the wilderness aspect and the different geological aspects you have, like mountains, ocean, you have red mountains, you have rocky mountains, you have like everything just looks different. Every state just looks so different from the other state. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just crazy that it's so much variety here. And I like the sense of freedom that you have here. It's a little less restrictive when it comes to like regulations and all that, which sometimes pisses me off, but at the same time, it gives you that sense of freedom, I think, that everyone's talking about. So I do like that. But yeah, there's also things that I like about Germany that I don't have here. But yeah, I think the nature and the wilderness is my favorite aspect. He doesn't have an eating problem. He has hunger. Probably, he probably agrees with you. But that's what I say about myself too. Favorite part about America has to be, oh yeah, of course. Funny said it. Yeah, of course. That was, of course, my first thought. I thought it was so obvious that I don't have to say that. The polar bear loves Coca-Cola, right? Is the commercial still happening? The polar bear commercial on Christmas? Are we still doing that? Haven't seen that in a while. Illusion of freedom. That's what you said. I can't say that. I'm an immigrant, so America, great country. I have to say good things about it only. But yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Funny was seeing people openly, although it is a free country compared to many other countries in the world. We have to be like realistic. Like compared to many other countries in the world, this is a very free country. But yeah, of course, there's some things that are not great, of course, but that's everywhere. Seeing people openly carrying around somewhere unsettling when you first came. Very, extremely unsettling. Seeing people having guns. I remember having like someone that had one in the house, and I just saw it standing in the living room or in the corner. I was like, what is that? I felt like I was like in some like cartel movie, like some like, you know, uh, some crime scene or something. It was just so unsettling to me, and I couldn't even touch them. I was like, I'm not gonna touch this. It's gonna explode in my hand. I don't like it. I felt so weird, but now it's normal for me to have a thing like this next to the TV. You get very used to it, very desensitized pretty fast, I think. And then I went to a shooting range to try it out myself, and I was actually shocked to see how much power is behind that, like how it pushes you back. Like I was not expecting that. Like it basically pushed me back like half a meter when I went to the range. But it was an experience, so I don't like it though. And it was quite freaky. That's a very good way to put it, for sure. And seeing people, remember the first time I went to the movie theater and I saw someone, especially here in Tennessee, it's a very normal thing. Saw someone walking around with that. I was like, what is this guy up to? It made me feel very weird. But then I learned that most people have it with them for defense if something would happen. Hi, Meisterwerk, wie geht's? New American dream has been reduced to living in a van, maybe a spouse, and having a dog or cat, no kids. That is a very new American dream. I would agree on that. Just doing your own thing, traveling, van life, doing some Instagram stories and showing off your cool life and that you're so different from everyone else, I guess. It's a very new thing, but not just in America. I think that is a very young person kind of dream. Yeah, it's not just here. It's very difficult to afford a house and have kids when the majority of the youngsters earn $20 or less now. Yeah, nowadays housing prices are absolutely bonkers. Like I said, my dream would be to have a garden and land, but it's just not affordable at the moment. What did you try? Uh, shots. What did I shoot? Like ammo for the recall. What did I? What he says 0.45, 9 millimeters, 0.22.
What did you shoot?
Yeah.
12 gauge.
12 gauge?
Mm-hmm.
12 gauge. In Nevada, it's even crazier. Some people even own tanks and. What? Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Well, I guess that's one state off my list. I don't want. No. that that's crazy. Yeah, that's one thing. Like what I said about this freedom here, everything's possible here. It's kind of cool because it is. I would sometimes describe it with the feeling of going to a theme park, or like a. It doesn't feel real, but it kind of is. So it's kind of real, but not really. It's kind of like you're just here for a visit and then you wake up and it was all a dream, kind of. That's sometimes how America feels to me. Everything is possible and everything exists, but it doesn't feel real at the same time. Does that make sense? Yeah. Why? I mean, why? Because I didn't know better and I was like, I want to try this, the big one. So yeah, I understand now why in PUBG when I have the shotgun it does the most damage, and usually it is better than I don't want to use so many terms here on the stream. I don't want YouTube to think like what's happening over here, what are we talking about? But I just want to try it and I regretted it and I didn't like it and it's really loud. Are you defending your home as by walking? Right? Walking Dead. I kind of miss that show. I feel like it's like a good show to watch in during this time of the year. Uh, who retreated there? Who took back their like up here? I saw it going back from 37 to 36. I just saw it move when I was looking up there, and I was like, excuse me, did I say something wrong? I feel like I let down the founding fathers. The fact I don't own, worship, or attack. Probably, guy. You gotta step up the game a little bit, or they'll kick you out. They send you over to Germany, where you have to. The best weapon you can have is a fork, like a really spiky one, like a good fork with like yeah, not a plastic fork, like a real metal fork. But yeah, it's very different for sure in Germany. And coming here is definitely a little bit of a cultural shock, but I feel like I'm adapting pretty well, and I'm on a good way to becoming American. Fuck yeah. I don't know the lyrics anymore. Do you know those lyrics? You know the song? You didn't even listen. Wow. Since guns are heavily regulated in Germany, are nice. Yeah, they are. There's like in Germany they declare like I don't want to get too political or anything like that, but since we have a lot of people that came to Germany that have different rules from where they come from than Germans, and it's oftentimes more like males. They would they made Germany declared zones in Germany in the cities or wherever, where it says you're not allowed to carry a knife, which never was a thing before, but now we have to declare those zones and to make them like knife-free zones, like Christmas markets, stuff like that, or like public places. And I'm like, who's gonna control that? Like, are you gonna check every person's pocket, or how's that gonna work? So you can just like ask them not to do it, but you think the people that would have them are like, "Ah, it's forbidden. We cannot bring." Can you not copyright me real quick? Um, you think the people that want to carry them will not bring them? They're like, oh yeah, the German police told us not to do it. Ah, man, I really want to bring one and do something bad with it, but it's not allowed, so I can't do it. So yeah, absurd. Like, how's that gonna work? Like, you can't check that. So yeah, damage done. But now we have to work something out, and I hope the situation will get a little bit less sketchy, or I don't know, maybe it's just the media portraying it in a weird way and it's actually not that bad. It's just there's a lot of opinions, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get political or have a strong opinion on it, since I haven't lived there for the last 3 years, so only been there for like a few months in between for travels or visiting family. So yeah, next time I go there, I'll report back and see how it's looking there and how it feels like living in Germany. Do the police have guns in Germany? No, in some countries. Yes, they do. They actually have the big boys. I don't want to say any specific names, but the big boys. They have the good ones. At train stations or any public spaces, they would have the really big ones. And some people feel unsettled with that, but I actually feel much safer when I see that, because they are, in the end, there to prevent something bad from happening. So I never minded seeing that. But it's definitely becoming more of a thing nowadays to see them everywhere. I don't know if my comment got deleted by YouTube, or did you remove? I did not remove anything funny. So no, I think there must have been I'm tiptoeing around not getting canceled. Was it that one that you talking about? Sorry, I just saw it. And yeah, like I said, I'm trying not to make this political, but sometimes it's hard not to have any opinion. But I said that before. I'm trying to not have strong opinions about certain topics, because it's always dangerous if you have a strong opinion. It's hard to change your opinion, and you like always like risking to be too set on that opinion and not, yeah. But yeah, before I get too political here, guys, I'm gonna hop off and let you all go. Enjoy the rest of your evenings or mornings or whatever time it is where you are. And it's probably me, and I was telling that hubby should get a 22 or 9 mil for you. And oh, yeah, he is actually thinking about that. Something small. But I don't know if I even want one. I don't think. I don't know. I'll probably, I don't know, just rely on him if something. Yeah. you know, I don't think I'm very skilled with it either. So yeah, I just try to be nice to the people that storm our house. Be like, hey, please don't be mean to us. Just try to fight them with kindness. There you go. That's how you do it. You won't be full American if you don't have you. Right, you're right. That's part of the U.S. citizen test, I guess. 3D print, right? Would that be something? If that, I don't even know. You can probably do that at this point. But yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. It was so much fun to talk to y'all, and nice to meet you, everyone that's new, and good to see everyone that's been here before. Always good to see familiar faces and new faces, and hope to see you another time. And yeah, feel free to check out any videos or vlogs if you're bored or if you want to watch something. and hear my weird accent a little bit more. And I talk to you all soon. And have a good night. Bye. Okay. Well, you kind of gotta go, Funny. If I'm going, it will be hard for you to stay here unless you take over the live stream. One day we still gotta do the shared live stream, by the way, Funny. That would be fun. But yeah, just putting that out there. Bye and good night. Gute Nacht. Auf Wiedersehen und bis bald. Tschüss.